Hey everybody, it's Tripl-L and hey, welcome. We're gonna watch Slime episode 3. And unfortunately, my worst case scenario has come to fruition and the busyness of my weekend has spilled over into my weekdays, and now we're doing this video on a Tuesday. This is the first time I'm watching the episode, Tuesday morning, so this will be good. Before we get into that though, there's a lot of comments that I have to go through real quick because a bunch of them are really interesting and a bunch of them were really fun. And so I just gotta kind of like point them out here. So unfortunately we're gonna be here for a little bit, so if you want to just get into the video, wait till go through the secret bar and see where you see like this screen changing where it's not just this dragon anymore, and that's probably where we start the video. Anyway, one first thing that I want to point out from Edwin Wong, thank you for the comment by the way, is just something that Edwin mentioned about the author's the author's web novel page. And he's saying that specifically, the opening is featuring too much on characters that are not going to be included in the anime, and saying that the anime is likely to only adapt up to volume 4 of the light novel. Now that's really interesting that we're going to volume 4, because we're doing that over the course of 24 episodes, at least from what this comment sounds like. And that's compared to the other adaptations which do 3 to 4 episodes for a volume. That's, yeah, like a lot of times we'll end off finishing 3 volumes in one of the anime halves, so like in 12 episodes roughly. So that's really interesting. And the comment continued to say to tune down our expectations. I did find that the only shot of the opening that I found really weird was the shot with Hinata and the shot with the Demon Lords, because I wasn't sure exactly where those occurred, whereas the shot with the Orc King made sense to me, because that's where I thought the season would have ended, when it was like a 12 episode run. So now if this is going to be a 24 episode run, I'm very interested to see how things occur here. Otherwise, I have not checked this information yet and verified it myself. Just keep this in the back of your mind. Volume 4 seems to be what is being said right now. We'll have to see. And also, I have not started rereading this light novel yet. I'm still working off of faulty memories. I'm trying to finish up Goblin Slayer really quick, and the current Alicization one, and then I'll jump over to Slime and I'll be more informative after that point. Other comments that were really good, someone gave a better scale than the 1 to High School DxD scale, which I really appreciate. And just gonna go real quick here. It's just the ecchi scale, 0 to 2 being normal, 3 to 4 being DxD, 5 to 8 being Testament of Little Sister, whatever. And then 9 to 10 being Masu Gakuin HXH. I think I remember this slightly, but I forget it. Yeah, Slime is a 1. So that was really good. I really like that scale way more. I want to adopt that scale. That's a much better ecchi scale, especially for the recent generations of anime. So really love that comment. So thank you very much, Terrence. That was a cool comment. And other people clarified things about what I got a little bit hasty with some of what I was saying about Slime Bro. People clarifying, Slime Bro isn't a harem protagonist at all, and he isn't oblivious to their harem members. I was just people clarifying, he isn't oblivious to women, he's just more conscious of it and trying to like hold himself back. So apologies for that misleading information if I said it last week. When I'm like watching through the video, it's kind of easy to get slipped up with words, and it happens quite a lot. So I'm always happy whenever people clarify. Now there was one more comment. It's called Anime Dad. That's a funny comment, or funny name. They clarified that the narrator is Rimuru, and yeah, they say that the narrator is Rimuru, and it does sound like it's Rimuru. I just found it interesting. At the time when we were watching it in the episode, it was like they were speaking in third person, and it was just interesting to have the narrator there like that. Still, I appreciated it, and yeah, those were the majority of the comments. Thank you for everyone that clarified what I was saying. Usually, for other viewers here, if you're in a situation where you're seeing people in the comments clarifying, it's probably because the people in the comments have either read the manga and the light novel, and usually if they're going out of their way to clarify, and there's people repeating the clarification, it probably means they're correct. So I will try to be more correct more often, but I'm gonna slip up, especially when I'm working on old memories. So with that out of the way, thank you to everyone who commented, and also Talowolf, I saw your comment too. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I think. thanks for commenting. But yeah, let's just get into the episode. Oh, and also because Sony is coming down on me like fire from above, I will try to keep the episode clips between 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, we're just going through the preview. I want to go to the opening. Yeah, there we go. I like this opening, alright? It's pretty nice. I mean, honestly, Rimuru could probably just take out the wolves by himself. Also, notice how like the art quality has taken a step down from the modern day setting. What that leads me to believe is that we're also going to see less attention with the subtle body movements of the characters. Because one thing that was really beautiful about that first episode was how beautiful Satoru looked. Or, you know, Rimuru, his original body, how it looked. So, kind of disappointed in that regard, because now we just have static images all the time. But that's fair, you know. They got 24 episodes, they gotta do this. Just kind of sucks. Oh no! Nice! That's nice. Cute. They definitely put in a lot of attention into the slime though, that's definite. The wolves could talk before this whole thing happened with Rimuru? That's usually the form someone takes before they like start enlarging. He didn't do it though, so he's not very good at it. For wolves, birthmarks are the distinguishing factor to be able to tell which wolf is a main character. Actually, Ragna looks significantly different from the other wolves just from the beginning. Oh, come on, old man. Wait, I just realized. Those things might not be able to talk. It may be more that Rimuru's just in their head. Or, you know, like they're doing that for the sake of us viewers. Okay. Still, I forgot it if it happened in the light novels. That's my fault. Cut his head off! Cut it off! Take off his head! Water blade! Yes! Gore! Oh. Not good enough. Not a good enough cut. Oh, yeah, no, there we go. That's better. Now wear the head like a trophy. Come on! Just start the naming sequence! That's all I want to see! There we go! Yes! Come on, do names. Alright. We're gonna see why that's such a big deal. Like, this guy thinks it's normal because of the dragon, but we're gonna see why this is such a big deal. This is what I've been waiting for, man. I love this. Oh, human sensibilities, man. Human sensibility. Oh, they're so excited! Oh, that's cute! I love that! Gobta! Ah. Man, I think I mispronounced his name too. It's Ranga. Should have said that properly. Dang it. Oh, this is so cute. I like that the girls are taking care of him. Look at that. That's so cute. I hope these guys get named though. I really do hope they get some names. Guys, did you see that just now? The jiggle? Oh, wow. He looks amazing. Look at that fan service. Yes! He's more glorious than I thought. Good for him. Okay. Ranga's here. Nice! Okay. I hope the rest of the wolves get their names though, man. Gobuta, yeah. Oh, I love Gobuta, man. I love him. I love Gobuta so much. I love what they did with him. Alright, that would have been a sequence where an abstract picture would have been totally appreciated instead of whatever they chose to do up there in that part of the screen. Alright guys, you set me up to believe that you guys were going to be doing that for whenever the Great Sage talked, but now you're not doing it. Kind of disappointed, anime team, kind of disappointed. I would have loved to see a picture of hobgoblins. Any hoosers, that was still good. Yeah, but Gobuta, man, I really enjoy what they do with him in the story. That's interesting. Now that's an interesting mechanic because it's pretty much a species changed, but it changed because they share blood, I guess. Or like, it's not so diluted. But it's interesting when you compare it to the goblins, where the goblins, well actually, the goblins, we know. The goblins can't evolve like that because there was one person who was named in the goblins and that didn't trigger evolution in the other ones. So, that's really interesting. It might also be a property of that family name. The family name might have a weird property that causes that kind of reaction. So, I recalled that those wolves were going to evolve, but now I wonder if they actually have proper names. I hope they do, but they might not. If you notice with the way that they animate some things, it's definitely, the animation, for lack of a better word, is lazier than the first episode. So in some ways it's kind of disappointing, but this is about par for the course. So I guess it's a better situation that we're going back to average animation instead of terrible animation. It is kind of just disappointing compared to the first episode. It's just mildly disappointing. It's not a big deal. It's because they have so much they have to do anyway. Like, you could understand why it's going down. I mean, that's a totally... It's just funny to acknowledge how different of a perspective that is from, say, Ainz, who only cares about the things that his friends made. And then he also embraced that, well, he embraced the lich nature of him, then he has like all his systems in place, and it's just funny. It's funny to see that. Man, the differences between everyone and Gobuta are hilarious. Like, it didn't look this bad in my memories of the manga, but it's still hilarious. I like this shot. Something about this shot is amazing. I think I'll make this one the thumbnail. I'm just gonna save that. But this shot is just glorious. Have you ever seen a more rippling hobgoblin? That's the second jiggle. Third jiggle, fourth jiggle, fifth jiggle, sixth jiggle. I like this team, man. Look at that. Oh yeah, Gobuta! Do it! Did the ending change slightly? I don't recall. I kind of skipped through the ending, so I'm not sure. Well, like, it definitely changed with the flashbacks. Alright, cool, we're done. Alright, so this is the third episode of Slime. This would be the point where people leave it or take it or leave it. But this is where you're, like, we're gonna go into town building, right? Slime is very heavy on the town building, and that's what we're gonna be getting on the side, kind of, as Rimuru goes around. And you're starting to see signs of it here. You're seeing it with the way he's trying to build houses and trying to get clothing going. So if you were to hear the description town building and you hear them going off to get dwarves, you would think, well, are they going to come back with some dwarves to help them out to make stuff? Are they going to be able to get some houses going? It's going to be that kind of thing. ultimately it's going to be a situation where Rimuru becomes, as you see already, he's the leader of the goblins here. He's just going to continue kind of amassing those kind of accolades, and eventually we're going to have a very interesting kind of dynamic with Rimuru and the rest of the world. On other hands, Rimuru as a character, we haven't really gotten to see his range yet because he hasn't encountered serious problems yet. So as a character, maybe he might feel a little bit lacking, but at the very least, he is a respectable character. The only problem now is whether he is too perfect of a character or too idealistic of a character, and that will be fleshed out as he encounters obstacles along the journey. Unfortunately, he hasn't really encountered serious obstacles in the first 3 episodes, so that might give a it might not give a strong enough impression for anime viewers. At the very least, though, you can definitely tell that the anime is fun. So I think that could be something that, if you like these first 3 episodes, it can only get better from here, especially once the combat starts. If you like action, once the combat picks up, it'll be a little bit more interesting. Although the combat itself, from what I recall, isn't overly technical. It's not to the degree of the technicality that you see in the Shonen Jump series like My Hero Academia and One Piece or Naruto, for instance. It's not that degree of fleshed out, but it's still worthwhile. Otherwise, for this episode, I'm really happy with it, right? All I wanted to see was the evolution of the goblins, and it came through for me so well. It was magnificent, especially the god that is the Goblin Lord. That body, man, that was hilarious. And the jiggles were funny. I didn't expect to see that many in one episode, although you could see why it happened. It was just there specifically to just point out, okay, this is a bit too much. We gotta fix these people's clothes. Just make a joke out of it for a little bit. Not too bad. Equal opportunity fan service though, so you can't really complain when it's equal opportunity. Let's see. Otherwise, we have the wolves also evolving, and we have Ranga and Gobuta. And already you can tell that, given the way that Rimuru is making fun of Gobuta, you can kind of tell like he's going to be the comic relief and he's going to be kind of important. Or not important, but he's distinguished enough that Rimuru remembers him. So ideally, we'll get to see him get his accolades soon. I don't remember exactly when it happens, but I know he has some accolades coming for him. So that'll be pretty cool to see. And then we can also talk about how cool it is that little characters get distinguished like this, even though it's only one of the little characters getting distinguished. Other things going on? No, man, I feel this was a pretty cool episode. We're still very hard into setup episodes. So what we've just seen here is the beginning of the establishment. Going over to see the dwarves for the next episode is just going to involve, I guess, it's going to be a bigger opportunity to see more of the world, which is always worthwhile because the world has some interesting aspects to it, although it doesn't really matter for the first little bit. The world becomes more important once Rimuru goes international, but that's significantly far away. Otherwise, yeah, cool setup episode, cool stuff, cool thing to learn about the mechanic with the name giving, and ultimately, I'm excited. I want to keep watching this, and I did have a nice smile on my face as I was watching this episode. In terms of disappointments, I'm only like, I'm kind of disappointed about the quality dipping or not being consistent with certain things. But that disappointment I was pretty sure was gonna happen, so it's not even a bad thing towards the episode. It's just in terms of practicality, they can't keep that kind of quality up, and I don't expect them to. At the very least, they were able to still make it good in terms of what they were animating and what they chose to just kind of have static on the screen. By far, still one of the better adaptations for Another World story. Otherwise, yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and till next time, I hope you have a great day. And oh, also, of course, Rimuru, he is still, they put a lot of attention into animating Rimuru for some sequences, and that's still appreciated. That's it, my last note. There we go. Till next time, great day.